Hi, this is Kim, and I've got the Pudge. You know what the Pudge is? The Pudge is those 5 pounds that kind of sneak on. They always sneak to the same place on me. They kind of ambush me when I least expect it and at the worst possible time. And the reason this is the worst possible time is I am 1 month from today on my way to Scotland for my son's wedding, wearing this dress for the rehearsal dinner, Pudge, and also my 70th birthday is 2 days after the wedding. And the Pudge is not invited to either one of those events. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 12 ways that I have in the past been able to move 4 or 5 pounds in a month. And I'm going to invite you to go on this journey with me. Now, the good news is you don't have to do all 12 of them. We're going to treat it sort of like a Chinese menu that we don't actually eat off of. You get to choose your favorite 3 of the 12. Okay, 12 things to do, but you only have to do 3 of them. And any of these things, in any combination of 3, will definitely improve your health and make it likely you'll lose some weight and increase your general well-being over the next month. So I hope you're in for me. You can choose whichever 3 you like. But these are the 3 I'm doing. First thing, go. I'm doing dry August. I'm going to stop drinking. And I'm going to do it with the help of my favorite THC cocktail, After Dream. I have to tell you, there's several advantages from moving away from wine and booze to moving to one of these THC drinks. And this one, not only do I love the way it tastes, but it has got 8 milligrams of the THC and 10 milligrams of the CBD. So, yeah, it packs a decent punch. You get a buzz. You can also, of course, just go cold turkey. But I'll be honest, sometimes I need a drink to kind of help me to relax. And I really love this one. I mean, listen to that little festive sound. And it looks and reads like a cocktail, but keeps you lucid, even while you relax. So this video could be the test of that. So step number 1, if I stop drinking, I think that's going to be a huge thing in and of itself. When I do the calculations, alcohol is about 15% of my calories. That is not great. So I'll be an automatic calorie reduction if I can cut down on alcohol before the wedding and go dry January. So that's really good. It's about 70 calories for a can. It takes a while to drink a can. And it's natural tasting. It's very fruit juicy. It's not got that fake taste that a lot of drinks do. It tastes like juice. It's really good. Okay, that's number 1. I'm gonna stop drinking. Number 2, I'm gonna increase my steps. Now, my challenge to you is to increase your steps 3,000 steps over whatever you're currently doing. I am currently going 12,000 steps a day, which is about 5 miles. I'm going to increase it to 15,000, which is going to be a challenge because it's August and I live in North Carolina and it's hot as Hades. So I'm going to pretty much boils down to I'll get up in the morning with that and do a 2-mile walk before the sun is fully up. I'll do it about 6, and then I'll do another one after the sun goes down at night, and I'll just move around as much as I can during the day and try and do 15,000 steps every day for the next 30 days. So wherever you are, go 3,000 above that. This is what really helped me. It seems like such a small thing, but walking more is what really helped me lose my weight overall. When I lost the 40 pounds 5 years ago, a lot of it was because it was during COVID and I just walked like a maniac. So I know for me, this is a tried and tested thing, just to up how much I walk in a day. And I will I'll almost always lose a couple of pounds just doing that alone. And then the third thing is I'm going to do 2 24-hour fasts in the next month. And some of you have followed my videos through the 24-hour fast. It's a challenge, but I think it's great for me metabolically. I think it's got a lot of health benefits beyond the calorie control aspect of it. And I'm definitely going to do it 2 times a month. And I'm going to really try to do it once a week, which is a protocol that is suggested. And here's my tip for 24-hour fasting. I find it much easier to go lunchtime to lunchtime. So I've already done my first one. I've got that under my belt. I went Sunday to Monday, and it really wasn't that tough. So those are the three that I'm doing: no booze, walk more, and the fast. Here's some of the other ones that you might enjoy. Say enjoy, well, enjoy might be the wrong word, but three of these are probably going to be fairly easy for you to do, so just pick whatever three seem easy. The fourth one is don't eat or drink anything without calories after 7 p.m. This is kind of a no-brainer. Calories that we consume at night right before we go to bed have no chance of being burned off. The digestion actually interferes with our sleep. And I don't know. I think I feel better if I kind of do like my little 12-hour gap between when I stop eating at night, when I start eating the next day. So if you stop eating at 7, that's a pretty easy thing to do. That's kind of a no-brainer. Number 5, we haven't really talked about yet on this channel, but it's really important. Up your fiber. There are a lot of apps you can get on your phone, like a fiber tracker or something like that will tell you how much fiber is in everything. And the bare minimum that people are supposed to be getting is 25 grams of fiber a day. Hardly anybody's even getting that. And most of the dietitians and nutritionists I have worked with have said more fiber is better. It's got a ton of benefits. Not the obvious one about regularity, although that can be a big factor when you're trying to drop weight. Let's face it, that's part of the equation right there. But also, fiber is important for your gut biome, for your kind of general health, and for your feeling of kind of how full you feel. High fiber meals they make you feel fuller longer. They take longer to digest. So get a fiber tracker and see what you're getting. You're probably now getting fewer than 25 grams of fiber a day. So whatever you're getting, up it by 5 grams. My cousin and I we went on a fiber spree and upped ours really fast. And it was like an episode of I Love Lucy. Hilarity ensued. So you don't want to up your fiber too fast, or you'll have bloating or possibly diarrhea. So crank it up, whatever you're getting, crank it up 5 more grams a day, and that will automatically improve your health in all kinds of ways. And what is the next one up? Let me check. Oh, this is easy. Number 6, have protein for breakfast. I consider that kind of a no-brainer. My favorite way of getting protein for breakfast, which is a good start for the day. It doesn't start the day by spiking your blood sugar. I like to do it with eggs in the form of an omelet, but you can certainly, if you're kind of a Greek yogurt and nuts and berries type of girl, that's a great option too. Another thing I really like to do is eat leftovers. I mean, I eat dinner for breakfast, as you can eat leftovers for breakfast. Sometimes I'll even, just cook up a chicken breast or a piece of steak. So protein for breakfast, very smart move, and that's an easy thing to do, I think. Number 7, do resistance training twice a week. Resistance training can take so many forms. It can be barbells, it can be dumbbells, it can be full body yoga, it can be bands, it can be the machines. Most people, especially most women, just don't do enough resistance training. And it's got benefits for your health beyond the obvious. Clearly, it improves your muscle mass. Clearly, it improves your bone density. Those are very important if you want to stay independent and not take a tumble. But also, muscle burns more calories even at rest. And so if you metabolically, you can give yourself a huge advantage by just developing a little muscle. So another option is you can commit to, for the 4 weeks of the next month, doing resistance training twice a week. I like resistance training. I do it 3 times, but I'm weird. Number 8, go to bed an hour earlier. I heard something the other day and it made so much sense. It was kind of scary that I'd never thought about it before. But if you want to sleep 8 hours, which I'll be honest, I hardly ever do, you should be in bed for 9 hours. You should factor in. This is going to take you a little while to go to sleep. You're going to be sleeping fitfully in the morning before you awake. You might be up and down a couple of times in the night. So you can't go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6 and assume you had 8 hours. You probably had more like 7. Sleep is something that I always feel a little bit like a hypocrite lecturing about, because it's something I struggle with myself. I am not a good sleeper. But you know what they say, those that can do. Those that can't do, teach. Those can't do either, start a YouTube channel. Cheers. Love this stuff. Okay, moving on. Do try and go to bed an hour earlier. It'll up the chances you actually get more sleep without trying to make yourself go to sleep. Eat your big meal at lunch. That is something that I do routinely. I think it gives me a chance to burn off the carbs. And I like eating out at lunch. And I think that is just a lot smarter. If you think about how our grandparents ate, they ate big breakfast, they ate hearty lunch. And then my grandparents, I don't know about yours, would have like a bowl of cereal or a bowl of soup for dinner. They didn't have massive meals and go to sleep. They ate their big meal when they were still up and moving around. I think that's good common sense. We've gotten so far away from it that that's not great. And number 10's a little trickier, but I think it can really have a high payoff, and that's track everything. Keep a food diary. Write down everything that you eat. You're eating more than you think you are. I know every time I track, and tracking is an easy thing to do for a while and drift away from, but every time I tighten the screws and say, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm really going to track, I'm always amazed where the calories are coming in and the little sneaky ways in which I'm putting 100 calories here or 100 there into my diet without even thinking about it. So really kind of knuckling down on that, I think can be actually one of the most beneficial of the 12. I also use my Lumen to, it's my metabolic tracker. It'll be listed in I'll list more information about it in the description if you're interested. But it can really let you see what impact certain meals have on you, because it's not really just a matter of calories in and calories out. 2 meals with the same calorie count can impact your metabolic system very differently. Some might throw you into heavy carb burn, really give you a sugar rush, and there might be others that have the same amount of calories but simply don't do that. Illumin lets you get a little bit more scientific about it. It's one of those things that I think, like for a fluky thing that I noticed, pasta does not make my sugar spike as much as rice does. Rice is like just really tough for me. It shoots me right into carb burn. It shoots me right into, kind of really high sugar burn. So if you want to get super nerdy about it, and boy, can I get super nerdy about it, the Lumen can kind of be your tool of choice because you can really get extraordinarily specific. Now, number 11, I will admit, is very hard. Don't eat out. Okay, I feel like a bitch for even saying that. I feel like a bitch and a hypocrite because it's really hard for me to live without eating out. So let's dial that one down and say for a month, don't eat fast food. I think that's doable. And the simple truth is almost all restaurant meals, whether they're fine dining meals, fast food meals, or whatever, are going to have more calories and more kind of hidden, sneaky calories that come in the form of butter and oil and sugar, which they add to everything because it just tastes good, let's face it, and it's cheap, than anything you cook at home. So very simply, that was the second way, frankly, that I lost weight during COVID, is that I couldn't go out to eat. And I was eating at home, and you're automatically just eating cleaner and eating better at home. So for a month, at least try not to hit the drive-through. I won't tell on you if you sneak a nice restaurant meal. I mean, we've got to live, right? I mean, even in August. Okay, the 12th one is actually kind of fun because you can gamify it. This is something that I got into a while back, where if you try to eat 40 different fruits or vegetables every week, 40 different from each other fruits and vegetables. It can be stuff you've eaten before, but for a variety of 40 things. And that really lets you eat the rainbow in the non-Skittles way, but you eat things in a variety of colors. Each color represents its own kind of micronutrient. So that in itself is good. It automatically ups your fiber. So it goes back to the thing about those two would be really good to link, is to up your fiber and eat 40 fruits and vegetables in the course of a week. Those two would go hand in hand if you wanted to combine those. But it's not as hard to do as it sounds like. It sounds atrociously hard to do, but actually, if you hit a salad bar a couple of times a week, you can really easily get 10 to 12 different vegetables there. Or if you get a fruit cup or a smoothie, you've probably got 4 or 5 fruits in a lot of those. So it really is just a matter of looking for opportunities to expand your repertoire of fruits and vegetables. And that, like I said, you count it. It's kind of fun. You can kind of gamify it. Hey, I went over 40 on Thursday. Good for me. I might hit 50. And I like playing with nutrition and fitness. If I can turn it into a game, it's better. So that's it. Wish me luck. I have got 30 days before I get on the plane and go to Scotland for my son's wedding and my birthday. And I want to look good and I want to feel good. And I don't lose weight fast, but I really do think I can lose 5 pounds and chase the Pudge. Oh God. Chase the fudge. Anyway, I'll try and chase the Pudge and get a little more concave and a little more spelt and a little more ready to wear the clothes I want to wear there. I'm going to treat this like a challenge. I've decided that this is actually going to be fun. So I really hope some of you guys will come with me. Choose the 3 on the list that you really think you can do or that sound most intriguing to you. And let's see where we are. I'm going to be checking in every week and kind of giving you a progress report on what I'm doing with the fasting and the no drinking and the walking. And we'll see if I can stay on the wagon, and I hope you can too. There's also going to be a gob of links in the comments. I have done longer videos about several of these subjects, so that will be linked in the description, and also linked in the description will be the link to buy for After Dream, because it's not available in stores, and Lumen. So that's 2 things that I really believe in, that if you want to give them a try, that's how to do it. Click on my link. So anyway, good luck with this. Please tell me in the comments below which 3 you plan to give up, and I'll be your personal cheerleader. And I'll start now by saying cheers. It's Kim with Getting Bolder. Please subscribe.